So my name is Michael Cook. I wanted to do this video really to showcase the outdoors. But tomorrow I'm actually going to be in a tournament, and I wanted to just basically show basic stuff on knot tying and show everyone a quick, effective way to tie a knot. This knot right here, it's the cinch knot. This actually was something that my grandfather showed me coming up, growing up. I was raised by my grandparents, and I've always used this knot in my tournament career, what have you. I'm small potatoes, but I've always needed time. And if you are a fisherman and you tournament fish, you know how time can be. There's a lot of extravagant knots you can tie. By all means, if you tie that, keep tying them that way if you can do that. But for someone, a beginner that doesn't know, or someone that doesn't understand knots and doesn't want to go through all the extravagant knots, this will be the most simplest effective knot you've ever seen. So what you want to do is, this is a shake head, whatever. If you can use, you can use whatever hook you need to, whatever crankbait, whatever. Then in this case I have just a shaky head, but I'm going to take this line. I'm using a 12-pound test a line right here, and I'm just going to run that through that right there. I'm going to uh, turn this 8 to 12 times, depending on the bait, depending on the lure size and all that. 8 to 12 times, and you're going to go around through there. When you get there, this, I'm telling you, it may take some practice. I'm going to tell you the key step to making this work. But after you have that 8 to 12 times, you're going to take this and you're going to run this. And if you've turned that 8 to 12 times, you're going to go back through this loop, through that right there, and you're going to hold. This is what they call the tab. Is basically just the end of the line, and you're going to pull that. If I can get this straight, you're going to pull this down. If I can hold it, I've got fat fingers, and you're going to cinch that down just like that. And you're going to make sure you hold this tab. If I can try it, if I can get that right, and you're going to cinch that down. Now that is a sharp hook, so it will, be careful. That's how I do it. But that right there, and what that does, I don't know if you can see that or not, but what that's going to do, that's going to cinch it down onto itself. Okay, and so that way when something's come, it's like I said, it's a simple design, but the line is actually come and cinched down onto itself. So the tighter it's pulling, the tighter it is pulling down onto itself. A lot of people will glue that, super glue, whatever, various things. I don't do anything. I use this right here. I cinch it down, and I will fish with that all day. Every once in a while, I will. If you fish with rocks and a shake head, I would suggest that you pull that up, and you're going to just run your fingers through there, and you're going to feel if there's any cuts or tears. Fishing rocks will beat this line up pretty good. This is cigar line, great line, but any line will do it. Rocks are great to hold fish, but they're great to cut your line. So just keep a check on that periodically. But that knot right there will last you all day long. So, all right. So after we've got that knot right there and we've got that tied on, you can clip that off. You can bite that off. You can do whatever. We're fishing a mag shaky head right now. This is going to be a trick. I'm fishing Wedowee. It's a lake over in Alabama, and it's a real clear, deep lake. A lot of rocks. So this right here is kind of just it's a like I said, I wanted to do this show. I wanted to do something that was very, very simple, because simple is the best. And I'm not knocking any of the brand names or brand anything on that makes fishing lures. There's a lot of good quality stuff out there. What I'm saying is that you don't have to have that. What I'm saying is that you can go fishing and just use stuff that you can find at Walmart, Academy Dix, wherever, and basic stuff, and it doesn't cost you a fortune. to just go fish and catch bass. And so this is called a shaky head. It's a shaky head worm. I'm sorry, but it's a Magnum shaky head worm, and they come in different colors, what have you. But for this is a long worm right here. What I do is I just break this off right here. If you're you can fish it depending on the heat, the water. If in the springtime when fish are aggressive, I would suggest leaving the whole thing on there. But right now, just the lake the approach I'm going with is I'm going to shorten it a little bit. I don't want it too small, but yet I don't want it just you know, huge. And so, like I said, just something simple. If you don't know what a shaky head is, just basically a worm head. This right here, they call them spot stops, and you would just pull that and it'll pop it up. It's got a little spring right there. You load it, twist it, and you go through and pull it through right there and just hit the tip out. You're good to go.